What's up, backyard people? Got a video for you that we've been talking about doing for years. And the idea here is, how do you make yourself the house where all the kids want to be? The house, the backyard, the whole package. So we're talking backyards today, and we're talking about how do you make sure that your kids, your older kids and their friends want to be at your place. Maybe that's because you want to supervise. Maybe that's because you want to make sure they're not where you don't want to be. Maybe that's just because you love investing in your kids and their friends, and you want to be a big part of their development into adulthood, and you just want to make sure they're having a great time. So that's what we're getting into today, right now. All right, folks. How do you make sure the kids want to be at your place when they could be just about anywhere? A couple of things. We'll come back to probably the biggest point, and that's food. So we'll come back to that in a minute. But there's almost nothing better in or out of the house than a fridge full of drinks. This one is usually more full, but there's a bunch of them and they drank it all. You got to make sure they close it, though. They like to leave it open a lot. Grill food, serve food. We had Uncrustables and pizza rolls today because it's fairly early in the day. You're definitely going to want to have some music on, and I'm blown away every time at the playlist. I'll start with mine. It never ends with mine. But little music, little food, little fun. So the pool is obviously a big asset in the summertime. We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and if you can't cool off, you're just not going to have kids around for very long, or you're going to have them inside nonstop. Now, our backyard's in a bit of summer disarray, but that's okay. They're here anyway. So we got bocce ball. You could have horseshoes. You could have cornhole. You could have washers. You don't need to have dedicated space, but it's crazy how much volleyball gets played. I'm stunned that that's their favorite thing to do in the pool. This is all guys today. Usually we have girls or co-ed out here, and there's a little bit more basketball or just body slamming going on. But they love volleyball. They love to set the volleyball net up here, and they play a lot of nukem here, in there, and out there. That's basically volleyball where you catch it. But we also do a lot of pickleball, and every variation of the right rules and the wrong rules for pickleball gets done out here pretty much nonstop. There's a lot of volleyball serving. There's a lot of tennis serving. There's a lot of baseball that gets played here. Catch, knockout, four square, pig, horse, all that kind of stuff. And if you've paid attention to the channel for very long, you know, for years and years and years, over a decade, we had a play set, including a swing set. Now, most of the play set was for the little kids, but don't you dare think the older kids didn't do the monkey bars, see who could do the most chin-ups, and swing on that swing set. It had seen better days, so we donated that to some friends who are upgrading it a little bit, and we've replaced it with a trampoline. So this is pretty new to us. Only one ER visit in the first 48 hours. No big deal. But this is the biggest trampoline that we could fit in our space. We'll probably do some videos another time on how we lay out the backyard and how we put things where and why we put things in certain places. But this is a 23 or 24 foot long trampoline. And the reason I did that is because we have girls who like to do cheerleading and tumble, and they wanted to have enough room to be able to do a full tumbling pass. So this is, I think, 23 or 24 feet long. But this is not just for jumping. Again, as I'm sure you can imagine, this is also for a bunch of kids to get out of the pool, grab a popsicle, and come just sit around and hang out here. We put it in the early shade and the late shade. It gets some early and mid-afternoon heat, but that's okay. Nothing around here is going to be perfect, but there is some thought into what we do and why and where. And so that's one of the things that keeps all the kids coming over. Now, depending on the maturity and age of your kids, older kids won't do things like this, but mine do. I don't know if this is normal, but it's working. So having some things you're just not going to find anyplace else, finding something that allows you to come and just be different, have a little bit of space of your own. That's why I love a big backyard. It's one of the many reasons. We're going to let the kids roam free a little bit. We're going to supervise enough, make sure nothing shady's happening back here, but we're going to let them roam a little bit. Picnic tables so that they can eat in their own space. The truth is, they're rarely having a full meal back here, but they may come back here with push pops or popsicles or whatever. That's right, I'm a little winded. Camera lady's laughing pretty hard. But this is space to be out of the hair of the adults in the family in the house and still have a little shade protection and some space for them. So there's a lot of things that we can't point out in great detail, but you can see that's a pitching mound, pitching rubber, and that allows for a lot of baseball and pitching to happen out here. Wiffle ball in the field. You can go to the dollar store and get like 5 sets for $5 because they're going to break, and just let them go. Let them run wild. Let them do a home run derby. let them play co-ed, let them play a game where everybody has to play opposite-handed. All the right-handed guys have to play left-handed, all the left-handed girls have to play right-handed. It's really fun. This stuff isn't rocket science. It doesn't take necessarily having a massive budget or the world's most creativity. Let them run. Let them be bored. Let them make up a new game. The other day, it was badminton rackets, hacky sacks, and baseball gloves. It was like racket-based basketball, whatever. It was crazy. So you guys have seen plenty of the orchard if you've seen the channel, but this is one of my favorite times of year where we're in the beginning of lots to harvest and eat. So having kids come out here, not a lot of them like tomatoes, but the ones that do like cherry tomatoes. So they'll grab cherry tomatoes, they'll grab pears, they'll grab some apples, and then very regularly they're grabbing blackberries and raspberries. And they think it's almost as cool as the adults do. I think it's just great that they can come back here, that they can pick and eat. It's July, so it's the beginning of things starting to look clean, but it's the end of literally everything growing. So it's a bit of a mess. But food helps, and if you grew it, where else are high school, junior high kids grabbing something off the tree or off the vine and eating? I'm going to show you one other thing, but let's pause for a second because we got to walk. All right, party people, this is the Nature Channel now. And yes, I got my mower stuck on the edge of the pond, but that's not what this is about. This is about the bird, because I've become a bird watcher, and you can hear the other birds. When you build your backyard dream, knowing that it's never going to be perfect, you get to see some pretty cool stuff. I'm pretty confident that's a great blue heron, but it could be a slightly different heron. If you know for sure, let us know in the comments. But you can see that little white mohawk on the top kind of blowing in the wind. Those gray wings and that brownish gray to white underbelly and the very prehistoric dinosaur looking head. So I am really confident that's a heron. I think it's a great blue. And I'm learning as we go out here. But it's pretty great to get to just slow down sometimes and see nature do its thing. This feels mean, but we're going to get this heron to fly away for the sake of a good video. Hey, little heron, how close are you going to let me get? Oh, heck yeah. That's how bad they want to be here. Normally they would totally fly off. I've said it a couple of times now, but one of the things that I think draws the kids, especially older kids, is just experiences they wouldn't have otherwise. I mean, literally, you could probably get a bunch of high school kids at your house if you said, 10 p.m. tomorrow, we're having a thumb wrestling tournament. There's a bracket on poster boards. Think of your team name. Like, it's just how do I get them out of their normal routine where everything is boring and I'm so bored. So the pond is one of those things. Most of them aren't hanging out around ponds, even if they don't really like outdoors. And this may not be true for your crowd, but it's a pretty universal truth that if you do something different, a little pattern interrupt, a little something out of the ordinary, kids get a little more excited. So we've had cannonball contests off the dock. As gross as that sounds to some people, it's a cool adventure. We do have fish in the pond. So we've had some little mini fishing tournaments. We have challenged the boys who have like summer jobs that are making a little bit of money to go to the dollar store or Five Below or Amazon and get remote control boats and have boat races. Even older kids, we've had them make boats out of foil and wooden skewers and see who can get a boat all the way across the water. We've done all kinds of stuff. They try to fish with their remote control boats, by the way. And then as you kind of pan around, there's just all kinds of different spots for people to be. So they've played hide and seek at night or capture the flag. They're climbing trees. We've done a little bit of laser tag back here. But these are the ways that we get kids to want to be here. We want them to be here because we want to look after them. We want to encourage them, disciple them, develop them, point them towards health and wisdom and truth in life and a great future ahead. You may have other reasons, but you only need to think a little bit out of the box. But if you have a big backyard, like I do, and many of our clients do, that's one of the incredible reasons we love helping people buy and develop or someday sell their homes on land or their big backyard properties. So if you need help with that, just reach out to us. Our contact information is below the video or near this audio, and you can reach out to us, or you can just go to toddtremonti.team.com anywhere in DFW, and we can connect you with someone that we've probably trained anywhere around North America. But we love having the kids here. My guess is if you made it this far in this video, you want to or you love having the kids around as well. Let me know down in the comments what you like, what you agree with, what you disagree with, or what you're doing to keep the kids at your place. Now, I made a promise at the beginning and I want to deliver on that. I said we'll come back to talking about food. Food is one of the best ways. Of course, you can order pizza, you can order whatever, you can make burgers and hamburgers and all that. I think it's great and I think you should do that. But again, I want to encourage you to be just a little bit out of the box. When we get the pizza oven out, the kids go crazy. When we do homemade ice cream, the kids go crazy. When we do hibachi night on the griddle, the kids go crazy. When we do a build your own nacho bar, the kids go crazy. When we do tons of pancakes at night, the kids go crazy. When we do foil wrapped breakfast tacos for early morning sporting events and things like that, they all show up and they go crazy. I'm not even saying any of that is all that clever. I'm just saying it works, and I hope it works for you.